Hey, Scrooge here. Thanks for joining me on episode 39. Well, the terrain is about ready to get harder and harder and harder the next couple of days. This will test my endurance, balance, and fortitude as we go past the Three Sisters Wilderness. And much lava rock and rolly rock and just really hard terrain to walk in. So, while it's beautiful, it's really hard. Thanks for coming today.
Good morning on day 95. We're still here at Elk Lake. Gonna get out before 7:30 today. Got about a 5-mile slog uphill before we go down to Sisters Mirror Lake, which hopefully will be there, get some more food, and then it's still kind of a long slog from there to this little pond where we're going today. So should be a nice day. Not a cloud in the sky, blue sky. Don't smell any smoke yet, and so we just got to get on top of the ridge. 5 miles uphill slog to start the day, but anyway, it'll be okay. Whew. Have a good day. Well, I made it back to the trail. I guess we're gonna go that way instead of going to Horse Lake. So we got about 3 miles to go to get to the lake we're going to. Be nice to start a day going downhill for a change, but it's not gonna happen today. Got about 1.5 miles to get to the top of this hill and another 1.5 miles to get to water. So pretty out here though. It's a little hazy, but get to the top of the hill, we ought to see South Sister. I think that's about the 5th tallest mountain in Oregon. I'll check that. 3rd or 5th, somewhere in there. Let's see, Mount Hood, Mount Jefferson. Could be. Anyway, we'll check on that. Sisters Mirror Lake, although I think we got to get over on the other side over there to see the image of South Sister. South Sister is kind of right through there. Can't quite see it right here, but it's pretty. And right here we have no bugs except for butterflies, and this perfectly formed rock.
Just find a rock that fits. I'll take this one home, I think. We're gonna rest here for a bit, get some lunch, and then motor on. Almost halfway today. Hey.
Just like we saw up on Mount Hood, these are pussy paws during the day. They're upright, and at night they lay on the ground. We left about 5:30 up on Mount Hood, so it's about 1:30 here, so these guys are just upright doing their thing and ready to be pollinated. Turns out that pussy paws raise themselves up towards the light, and that also helps pollinators to pollinate them. And in the dark, they go back down to the ground.
warming up. We left the lunch lake and got one more little sign here before we start going up, about a mile, and then we drop way down through a lot of little cold springs and creeks before we head up to the last hill of the day. But kind of nice out here, seeing some things I haven't seen. Forest is in good shape. Still haven't got you a good picture of South Sister, but I'm working on it. Anyway, hope you're enjoying your day. South Sister down there is Mount Bachelor, and through those trees is Broken Top. We'll get around here, we'll be able to see that. Middle Sister, where the pointy one up there. Just a nice afternoon hike. Great day to be alive out here. Probably the best view we'll get of Broken Top, way over there, kind of in the V of the trees. Not a real tall mountain, but it definitely has a broken top, as opposed to these guys. It's got to get way up here, over 10,000 feet. We're back in the forest again, heading down towards water. Gotten breezy up here, it's kind of nice. Nice little stream area, collection of these pink monkey flowers. A lot of little, other little things over here. All this just flowing out of the meadow up there. See how this water is. We'll stop at the stream down below. This is just a small burn area. It's growing back. Little meadow area here. Just full of flowers. We'll be in and out of burnt trees for the rest of the day, probably. Well, we're just past South Sister. I had to cross a few meadows here and go uphill the rest of the day. About an hour and a half to go. Haven't seen too many red elderberry starting to grow up here. The white flowered stuff is Pearly Everlasting, and we have a lot of fireweed up in this burnt area. There's some green, and the black looks more over to the west, and the green's more up north is the way we're going. So, but started the day uphill, end the day uphill. Tomorrow will be a little different. We're going a little farther, but the last little bit's downhill, which is helpful. Be walking on lava rock tomorrow. Kind of neat, new experience. So, see what that's all about. All right, let's get this done. Well, we're finally out of the burn area, I hope. Hope we don't have to walk through another one. That one didn't have lumber cut. I have to go over about 15 blowdowns, which is always fun at the end of the day. Here we just got a rutted trail, so if you get off kilter, you trip. Anyway, got less than 2 to go, so we're good. That's your basic laydown. And when you can't go that way, somebody has made a side trail to go around it, because sometimes you just can't. Not that this is much better, but at least we can get over the worst of it. You can see the smoke, and the visibility is probably about 2 or 3 miles. Probably the reason I've been coughing all day. You know, some parts are burnt, some parts are green. It's kind of this way around here. I don't know when all this burned. This might have been 2016 maybe. Anyway, we're getting there. At least it's gotten a little more level. Well, we're not going to make it quite the middle sister tonight, but we're getting there pretty quick. I think we're going to that ridge just down there. We got to cross a dry creek bed and go up a little bit, and then we'll be there. The other side of South Sister, you can see kind of a tree line there, timber line. Doesn't go all the way up, but snow level's probably about 7,000 feet up there, 8,000 feet maybe. Somebody said this creek is bone dry. They messed up. It's not bone dry, it's flowing down the trail. So, easy access, I guess. See where it's coming from up here. Huh. Usually don't see this unless it's raining and then water's coming all over the place. It's just coming from up in the mountain. One of those mountains. That big one or that big one. Or it's just a spring flowing out of somewhere. But that's pretty deep and pretty clear looking water. Hope the pond is cold anyway. It is late in the day for pussy paws. These guys are all flopped on the ground now. Well, this is my view at dinner. That is pond 1969. It's about 15 people scattered around here. Dinner tonight is chicken fried rice, some cherry drink, and mashed potatoes, and some hot chocolate to clean up with. And there's my stool, and also my food container. It is 7:22, and I got everything done before the sun went down, so that's good, because I got to get up early tomorrow, and we got to put out about another 2 miles even tomorrow to get over to Highway 242 in the lava zone. Anyway, we have to get up early, but I'm going to eat now and take in the quiet. Just a reminder, when deer are around, to put everything in the tent. They tend to lick and nibble. Probably looking for some dinner now.